All right, so I'm pretty nervous today because today is the start of wave 4. It's week 10 of the program, which is getting pretty heavy. So we just finished 3 other waves where there's 3 weeks per wave, and I hit 10s, I hit 8s, I hit 6s. Now I'm hitting 4s, which is really heavy. And before I even hit that, I have a top set of 460. You might be going, wait, I saw you hit 515 last year. I did, without worrying about weight. I was just bulking and eating. I felt powerful all the time. I'm trying to make 83 kilos for this meet specifically, which comes out to about 182, 183 pounds. I am actually at weight. I'm at 184 now. So I've been doing a really good job with dieting. The thing is, when you're dieting, you do feel weak. So now I'm past the 90% range of my old max, which is 450, which is 500, so I'm at 460. So today's gonna be a big test as to how the rest of the program is gonna play out. Because the first half of this program, the first 9 weeks, have been amazing. I've been hitting volume PRs left and right. 10s I've never hit before, 8s I never hit before. Last week I just hit 470 for 6 on deadlift, which I've never done before. Not 6, 6s, multiple sets, you know? But now we're trying to take all that body of work and then produce it and hope it translate into heavier and heavier singles, starting the tapering end of the program. And usually your weight's there to help with that. It's not there, which is why I'm taking my immunity support, which has 1,000 milligrams of electrolytes. I want to get that juicy, bouncy muscle, you know? I'm trying to do whatever I can. Last night I slept 9 hours, so I actually feel really refreshed today. And this morning, I never do this. I always train fasted. I ate a banana. I was like, man, I'm gonna need some fucking carbs. So I'm treating today as if it's a meet day, because I don't want to grind the 460. I want the 460 to move the way it should, because it's the start of a new wave. So we'll see. And that's why I have a lot on the line. That's why it's nervous, because today is a very big indicator of how the meet's gonna be. So we'll see, man. Usually when I do my cardio in the mornings, whether it's walking or on the bike before I train, I've been listening to a bunch of real estate stuff. But you know what? I ain't got time for that shit. You know why? Finding out how the housing market's gonna do is not gonna improve my squat, dude. And I've been working my ass off the last couple of years to finally get my squat past 500. I am determined to squat over 500 at this meet. So I gotta be head in the game. Can't be looking at the honeys on Instagram. Can't be looking at real estate. Can't be doing none of that. All right, so I'm really trying to do whatever I can to feel good. So like the days that I feel on, like when I wake up at like 7 or 8, had really good sleep, good food. I'm trying to get my body to feel like that before I even start warming up. So I don't know if my caffeine tolerance is high right now, but I took a full scoop. And that's usually a lot, but I don't feel like so I'm gonna wash my face with cold water. Like I literally do whatever I can pre-game, especially if it's a very important day, like today or a meet. So one thing I learned is cold water obviously wakes you up, but more so than the face, the ears and the back of the neck. Like this, at the back of the neck, the ears. I think it's because it's probably more sensitive, because you know when like, your lady like kisses you back there, you're like, oh shit, oh, like that. So you kind of like do it to yourself, you know? Dude, why you guys making me mess around, dude? It's game time. Can't be fucking around telling jokes and shit, what the fuck? Dude, you guys are crazy, man. You guys are fucking crazy, dude. This whole training block, I don't know what's going on. Every time I travel, which is at least every other week, my neck and my rhomboid and my trap has been locked up. I sleep stupid like this. And also, like, I think when I'm working, I'm like not conscious of my body. So it's something I've been having to deal with. I've been getting physical therapy on it literally every other week though. And I've been taking hot baths. So if I feel a problem, this meet is so important to me. I troubleshoot right away. I try to get ahead of it. So I haven't had to like retake weights or redo a week or anything like that. Like I've been able to stay on top of it. However, it does bother me a little bit, but I've been really proactive on it. So one thing that the PT told me to do is also smash my trap before every workout. That way at least loosens it up. And I have like some like mobility exercises that I have to do because my rhomboid is tight. And I do that every morning as soon as I wake up. So this is the ironic thing, where yes, both me and Jacob wrote this program. Yes, both me and Jacob have ran this program before. And we understand how linear periodization works. How you have a ton of volume, then you decrease the volume, increase the intensity, and how it translates into your heavy squat, heavy bench, heavy deadlift. But this is also the reason why sometimes it's really good to separate the coach and athlete hat, because when I'm coaching myself, you do get like second guesses, you know, like, did I program it correctly? Am I doing anything correctly? Sometimes it's just good to have someone that's unbiased, unemotionally attached, view your situation. And that's why you'll see all the best lifters have their coaches. All the best coaches also have their own coaches, because it just helps out in that way, you know? I feel like with the gains I'm trying to get, I probably should have a coach. Even though I have this program, still have someone watch over me. But I don't think I'm at that point where I'm really trying to dial it, like maximize myself. If you see me compete next year, because next year I'll be in the Masters division, and if I'm trying to take some records in the Masters division, you better believe I'm gonna run this program and also have a coach. I'm glad that moved good, because that means the TRT is working. I'm on all the TRT right now. TRT, ZBR, XYZ. You know, that's something that kind of pissed me off. Out of like 10 years in fitness, how come no one ever go like, hey Bart, drug test that guy, Goob doesn't accuse me on steroids? Obviously I am. People like focus their attention on Liver King and like, what about the guy that's squatting 315? That's pretty crazy if you think about it. I don't know, man. Someone better start accusing me or I'm gonna get fucking pissed. Felt good, man. I'm gonna have a good squat day.
It was so easy.
Did it? Hell yeah. I'm telling you, man. Use code BART10, get 10% off your TRT pills, injections, whatever. Just go to barbellbrigade.com. Our TRT is actually in the brown sugar boba. Oh shit, what the fuck? Dude, it felt good, but it didn't feel like this. What the fuck? Dude, that was great. That's why I like recording, man. Because in my mind, it was like probably RPE like 7. This is like more like 6.5, you know? I was like, dude, it's like a nice little pop. No like, oh shit, it's heavy. Because sometimes it's like, oh shit, it's heavy, finish strong. This one was just like, doing. Damn. Okay. Definitely felt a little bit heavy, you know what I'm saying? Not bad, not bad at all. Could've went a little bit deeper, but, or it could just be the joggers, can't tell how deep I'm going, but not bad at all. What's dope is I plan for 450, 460 to be my opener. So if this already moves this good, week 10, in 6 more weeks, once we mitigate all that fatigue, woo, it's gonna be good news. Good news. All right, next up we got, we got 410, 3 sets of 4. Let's go. It's going good, man. Going good. Usually the beginning of the wave is a little bit tougher because you still have the fatigue built up from the week right before, because it's a wave, right? So it goes like this, like weeks 1, 2, 3 of that wave. Then this one comes down, goes up again. So this one's the hardest because you just came up off of this one. So usually the second week of the wave, you feel the best because some of the fatigue dissipated. So that the fact that this is going this good, super happy with it. Woo! One more. Wanted to do one set that was a little bit more depth conscious, just to see. So I was a little bit more hesitant, but just to keep track. I'm wearing joggers, so it's kind of thick. It's hard to see where I'm at. Just to make sure my hips fall below my knee, which is right there. It's hard to tell with joggers, so I probably do need to sink them a little bit more because USAPL is very, very strict. So I gotta make sure that I don't leave it in the hands of the judges. Usually when you have that knee pushed forward like that, it's good, but who knows, you know? Yeah, it's hard to tell with joggers. I'm glad that it's also warming up, so in the next couple of weeks, probably need to start training with the singlet to really, really see. Because with the way my body is shaped, I have really good ankle mobility. So my knees like to push forward a lot. So I can be actually ass to grass. Watch, I could be ass to grass and I'm still at parallel. You know, because my knees come, look how much knees are over my toes because my mobility is so good, my heel's not coming off. So that's kind of the problem where I have to learn how to somehow either be more upright or sit back more. It's just little adjustments I have to make for the sake of the competition. So I would say in terms of real life, this is a good situation. Good Achilles mobility, good that my knees can go over my toes a lot. For powerlifting, not that great of a situation because it looks like I'm not hitting depth even though I'm ass to grass already. That's it. Should have recorded that one because I try to bury them a little bit more, but Who knows? But here we go. 12 reps at 410. I'm excited. It's going good. It's going really, really good. Weights down. My injury is manageable. Get to train at my home gym. Trajectory's on point. Everything feels good. Trying to hit that 501 on meet day, you know? So right now we got pause deadlifts. This is our secondary deadlift of the week, focusing on the weak points, which is for many people off the floor. And especially for me, that's compounded by the effect of me liking to yank, which sometimes works with a deadlift bar where it's more wiggly. With the stiff bar in USAPL, if you yank, it'll pull you out of position because it's not gonna move or bend with you. So I've been doing stiff bar, pause deads for this is week 10. This will be my 10th week now. So I've been really focusing on getting the correct cues, bracing, tightening the lats, stacking my joints. Oh, by the way, we're releasing a quick tips series on the Barbell Brigade Instagram. Shout outs to Ray. Go check that out. He has really, really simple, easy to follow cues that you can do that can clean up your form like that. So that's pretty much what I'm doing, where the focus is on the technique rather than the weight, because on my main deadlift days, my primary, that's when I go up in weight. Pause deadlifts never feels good to me, but it's important that I do them because it's a really good way of slowing my initial pull down, engaging the lats, externally rotate, pack your elbows into your rear pocket, your hip, and it does definitely help on my heavy days, because the ways that I do it today is more like boom, slack out of the bar, flex the lats, pack my elbows, pull. So it's like pop, 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 pop. On my heavy days, because that's more comfortable now, it's more muscle memory, and it happens more like ta 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 ta, you know, like boom, and I'm able to rip it. So the goal is I don't want to move too much away from my natural athletic style, but I want to do it correctly. So I wouldn't mind yanking the right way. Versus right now, I just grab the bar nut, I just pull, and you see like this, and then like this, and then like that, and then like that. That's wrong. You can yank if you do it the right way, where it's still slack out on the bar, and then you go. So that's what I'm practicing. But after a heavy squat session like that, this is extremely heavy. And it feels really good to pull on flat land. In my driveway, it's so slanted. My squats, my deadlifts, they all feel kind of jacked up, you know? So a lot of times I'm like trying to figure out my right bar path in addition to lifting. Here, I just pop, pop, bam! It just feels good. So feels good training here. The two hard parts are done. Now it's the fun parts where we programmed, where you got two like more hypertrophy / bodybuilding based accessories, where you get pumpy pumps. It's the fun part. my fellow Get Strong peeps that's also running this program. If you're on week 10 and you're like, whoa, weights are really heavy this week, it's like that on purpose. We want a J curve. We've been ramping it up. Slow brew, you know what I mean? Like when you cook a steak, we're reverse searing. First, you might sous vide it, put it in a smoker, get that nice pink on the inside, and now week 10, we're searing that motherfucker. So when it gets heavy, know you got this. We've worked our way up. It's a linear program. We worked our way up this way. Now the rest of it is the fun part. The hard, big volume sets are over. You saw me. I was nervous. I doubted myself. I'm like, 410 for 3 sets of 4? I'm like, that's pretty much like 405, 3 sets of 5 or some shit, you know? It's like the same, like I do my, what's my last like PR volume set calculation? But I smashed it today. I did all that, still did pause deads at 405. So if you're running this program, don't worry, the hard part's over. Now it's the fun part of why we got into powerlifting, to lift heavy shit.